Hey guys, what's going on? This is Travis P11. I want to welcome you back to the channel. Well guys, we're going to go and do a part 2 with my predictions for guns that you're going to see at SHOT Show 2019. Now our friends over at Gun Holsters and Gear have released an article that will talk about all this information that I'm about to share with you, and I will make sure to put a link for this in the description box for my video, as well as down in the comment section so you can read the whole article if you want to. I'm going to try to give you as many details as I can in 15 minutes or less, and so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So, checking things out here, I went ahead and decided to do a part 2 because there's even more firearms that have been announced since I made that first video that were not announced at the time. Okay, so we've got a whole nother set of firearms that we're going to talk about. So this is Mossberg's kind of jump into the subcompact market, the concealed carry market. We're looking at the MC1 SC 9mm pistol. It's an all-new design. I just want to quickly go through all the different features for you. So it does have a safe takedown system on the back, which does not require the trigger to be pulled nor to be released. It does have some aggressive slide serrations on the rear as well as the front. It does have a standard snag-free dovetail white 3-dot sight system up on the top. Now, you're also going to be able to get that with a True Glow tritium setup as well as with the Viridian laser and the 3 dots up on top. So there's going to be different variations of this pistol that you can get. It's also going to have a crossbolt safety option, so you can purchase it with that if you want to, which I'm not sure exactly how well that's going to work depending on how you grip the gun. You might accidentally engage the safety or disengage it when you don't intend to, so it's kind of an interesting design. It does have a stainless steel slide. It is going to have a diamond-like carbon coating, so DLC coating. The barrel is going to be 3.4 inches. I've read that the firearm overall is 6.25 inches. Not sure about the height. The weight, I believe, is going to be close to 16 ounces. It does have an extended trigger guard for easy access and a flat front trigger, which is kind of cool. Sometimes you only see that on custom pistols with a blade safety in it. It is going to have a reversible magazine release. Obviously, from what we can see right here, we can tell that the slide stop is not going to be ambidextrous. It does have the aggressive signature Mossberg grip texturing, which are now featuring, a palm swell and grip angle to provide superior ergonomics, glass reinforced polymer frame, okay, for enhanced durability. And in terms of round count, you are going to get these clear translucent magazines. Flush fitting is going to be 6 round, extended is going to be 7. We are looking at 6+1 and 7+1, so it's going to be a great competitor for the Smith & Wesson Shield. MSRP on this is going to be $421. You can probably expect anywhere between $350 to $375 in most of your stores. Again, that's going to be Mossberg's newest pistol offering. So, what better way to spend your tax refund when you get it here this spring by checking out the Nighthawk Custom VIP Black Pistol? This is a $7,999 MSRP 45. It's going to have a black diamond light coating on it, as well as 14 karat gold, solid gold front bead sights and grips made of giraffe bone. It comes in a walnut presentation case, and it's going to be hand engraved by Bertram Edmonston. So, if you're looking for something new to pick up this year, this might be a nice little addition for your 1911 collection. And Ruger's going to go ahead and continue with a 3-inch Ruger LCR X and 357 Magnum. Looks like this is one of those things where everybody's putting an X on the end of their firearm. Looks like we do have some adjustable rear sights on the back, and it's going to be a very popular design. So that's the Ruger LCR X and 357 Mag. And for those of you that might be competitive shooters, we've got the Walther PPQ M2 Q5 with the match steel frame. What's interesting about this is it's going to be turning away from the polymer frame, and it's going to be going with an all steel construction with extended frame rails and a wraparound grip panel. It's going to have a quick defense triggered, which is going to be standard, as well as a fiber optic front sight, adjustable rear sights, a reversible magazine release, an optics mounting system, a ported slide, and an accessory rail. We're looking at an MSRP of $14.99, and most importantly, it's going to feature that signature Walther PPQ M2 blue trigger. Looks like capacity on that one is going to be the PPQ M2 Q5 Match SF 9mm is going to be 15 rounds, and there's also going to be a Pro version which is going to have a 17 round capacity. Now, for those of you out there that might be big bore revolver folks out there, we've got the Magnum Research BFR and 500 Linebaugh. If you're into that kind of a cartridge, something kind of nice about it, you got a 5.5 inch or 7.5 inch barrel option, and the pricing is going to run from $13.99 to $14.82. So that's definitely one that you need to check out. Few extra features on that we want to mention is that it's going to come with standard polymer grips. You're also going to be able to get the Bisley grips for it too. Beasley or Bisley, I believe it's Bisley, and there you go. Don't worry, Glock fans, you have not been forgotten about. We've got the new car G48. Oops, I'm sorry. I mean Glock 48. Just kidding, just kidding. Hold your fire. This is an all-new model from Glock, and we'll go ahead and check out the specifications from Glock.com real quick here. The overall length of this concealed carry pistol is going to be 7.28 inches. Slide length is 6.85 inches. The width is going to be 1.10 inches. Slide width is 0.87 of an inch. Height, including your magazine, is 5.04 inches. Trigger distance is going to be 2.64 inches with a 10-round capacity. So no doubt that, love it or hate it, this is going to be a very popular model for Glock this year. And the details can also be found over there on Glock's website. In case I didn't mention it, weight with an empty magazine is 20.74 ounces, and that's a Glock G48. Now I know there's a lot of videos already out there on YouTube that have covered this pistol, so most of the details are already out on it, but when this article first came out, the information had not been posted yet on YouTube. Now, if that G48 is just a little bit too long for you, but you do like the Glock 43, we've also got the G43 X, which is a 10+1 capacity. Although it's got a longer grip, the new pistol is going to have a shorter barrel on the slide of the existing G43. And Glock elected to use a silver NPVD finish on the slide instead of the traditional black. So again, it's one of those things where you might want that extra capacity versus a standard G43, but then again, it just kind of depends on what you're looking to carry. So that's the Glock G43 X. All right, even more goodies for those of you that are revolver fans. We've got the Colt King Cobra. This is the new King Cobra revolver that there was a version of it that was shown off at 2017, just the regular Cobra. This version is going to be chambered for 357 mag. It's going to hold 6 rounds in the cylinder. It's going to have an exposed hammer, polished stainless steel finish, and fixed sights. The barrel is going to be 3 inches long, and the grips appear to be synthetic Hogue monogrips. So it looks like it's going to be a great shooter from Colt. And for those of you that might be Kel-Tec PMR 30 fans, we've got the new CP33 that was just announced not too long ago. This one's going to be chambered in 22 LR instead of 22 mag like the PMR 30. Some interesting things about it. It's got a non-reciprocating operating handle, which is located at the rear of the receiver of the upper up there. It's going to have full-length optics, a full-length optics mounting rail. Okay. Also, instead of having an under-barrel accessory rail like a standard Picatinny rail, it's going to have an M-LOK attachment slot on it. So if you want to put an M-LOK rail section down there, you can, which is going to give you lots of options to either mount something or not. Suggested retail price on that is $475. We're guessing maybe you can pick one up for $425 once they finally hit the stores. And Stoeger is back with an all-new pistol design. Now, if you're not familiar with it, Stoeger did release the Stoeger Cougar pistol, if I'm not mistaken, which was based off the Beretta Cougar pistol maybe around 10 or 15 years ago. This pistol, the STR9, however, is going to be a competitor for the Glock 19. The MSRP on this one's going to be $350. We're probably looking at a showroom price of around $325 or so when it comes out. Not sure exactly if it's going to be ambidextrous for the magazine release. And the slide stop, it's kind of an interesting design, really. Kind of looks like a bit like a Remington RP9 meets some sort of an HK VP meets a Glock. You kind of get a little bit of everything going on here. So you are going to have some different back straps that you can put on there to make it fit your hands a little bit better. It's going to have those front slide serrations. It's going to have a flat rear sight, so you could do a single-handed charge if you want to. Capacity, if I did mention it before, is going to be 15 rounds on the Mag Plus one, so you can run 16 rounds in this one. You're going to be running a 4.17-inch barrel, and weight's going to be around 24 ounces, and so it's going to have a lot of great features at a really good price. And again, it's just one of those new offerings that's out there. Is it really innovative? No, but it's just something different for people to try, and that's kind of what we're looking for right now. Okay, so fans of the Derringer style pistols, we've got the Iver Johnson Pocket Ace. Now, apparently, this little handgun, this little pistol, has been featured several times at SHOT Show, but has not made it into production. Good news is that supposedly it's going to begin shipping. That's right, shipping in 2019. It has a weight of around 8 ounces. It's going to be 4 inches total in length, and it's going to feature 4 barrels. Are going to be chambered for 22 LR. So it is the Iver Johnson Pocket Ace. Not sure exactly about the price, but we'll just see if it actually makes it into customers' hands this year. So if you want to kick it with something maybe a little more classic, we got the EMF Great Western 2 U.S. Marshal Edition revolver. And something about this, it's going to be manufactured by Pieta. It's going to be chambered in both 357 Magnum and 45 Colt. They're part of the Great Western 2 line. And what's going to be a little bit different about these versus the existing California lines that are out right now, these are going to have brass trigger guards as well as brass back straps on them. They're going to have one-piece walnut stock or grips, which are going to be laser engraved with the U.S. Marshals logo. We're looking at a 4.75-inch barrel and an MSRP of around $535. So nobody can doubt that 2018 and 2019 are going to be the year of the pistol caliber carbines with a lot of different models entering the market. We're now going to take a look at the Charles Daley Pack 9, which is going to have Glock and arm brace adapters. So you're going to be able to get an adapter, or it's going to come with an adapter to run Glock magazines. Now currently I believe that this firearm is set up to run Beretta 92 magazines. The article says Beretta 91 pattern magazines. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Beretta 92. We're looking at a suggested retail price of $619, and it's also going to, it says shown with arm brace and Glock magazine not included. So you've got an adapter on the back here that's going to allow you to put, what we have here is the Shockwave blade setup on the back. So again, it's one of those things where if you need a little more stability in this pistol, you'll be able to get so. Just have a mild kind of angled foregrip on the front and a Picatinny section, which is kind of interesting. And it looks like it's some sort of a blowback AK hybrid. So that is the Charles Daley Pack 9 with the Glock and arm brace adapters. Now this one is one that I definitely see going into the Yankee Marshall's gun vault. This is the Chiappa Nebula. And what's interesting about the Chiappa, it is chambered in 357 Magnum. It's got a special PVD finish. Okay, the grips are going to be a blue laminate. And if you like this kind of style, it's not going to be cheap. We're looking at a price of an MSRP of around $1,500. So if you like the Chiappa Rhino, make sure you check out the Chiappa Nebula with that cool PVD finish. And again, love it or hate it, the Taurus G2Z, the kind of the next edition of the PT111 G2 compact pistol line, is going to be expanding now. Now, Taurus did offer the PT111 G2 and the G2Cs previously in different, I guess you could say, combat finishes, OD green, flat dark earth, etc. Now they're going to be getting more into the kind of fun color line, I guess you could say, with some pastels, purples, pinks, some different slides, stainless steel slides, as well as black slides. As a former owner of a PT111 G2, actually several, they are great pistols. You know, the triggers on them are a little bit interesting, but what's nice about these G2Cs is that the prices on the multicolored models are generally around the same price as the all-black models. You know, you can find these anywhere between $210 to around $260, depending on where you are. So this is going to be the new colorful G2C line. So if you got somebody in your family that's going to be concealed carrying, this might make it a little more appealing to them. Now, many of us have seen the Remington RM 380 pistol. Okay, that's really nothing new. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, that's a redesign of a previous pistol. What we have here is the RM 380 Executive Edition. What's a little bit different about this one is you're going to have a stainless steel finish with laminate grips. What's interesting about it is that it has an MSRP of $405, which is less than the cost of the standard RM 380. So maybe we're going to see the retail price of the RM 380 in all black drop. Who knows? And so this is the RM 380 Executive. Okay, so now we're back to Taurus again, or Taurus, however you want to pronounce it. I guess I pronounce it Taurus, but the Taurus 856 ultralight revolvers now in full color. So they're going to feature exclusive color combinations, and they're going to have different finishes on the cylinders and the barrels. You're going to have many different options for that too. So they're going to be taking that formula that they applied to the G2C, and they're going to bring it over to their 856 ultralight revolvers. We don't have an MSRP on those, if I'm not mistaken, although there was a new standard 856 revolver that was introduced at last year's SHOT Show. This is going to come in fun colors. So the Taurus 856 ultralight revolver. And again, a little something for those of you that are fans of the 1911s. We've got the new Legacy of Sports Citadel 1911 Madagascar Edition 1911 45 pistols. Something a little bit interesting about these, we've got MSRP of $959. We've got 5-inch barrels. The slide kind of looks like that Damascus steel like you see on many different knives and other metalworked items, but it's actually a gray Cerakote finish with laser etching on it. Again, it's going to be a popular model just by looking at the design of it, and the price on it, not too bad for what you're getting for a custom 1911. And again, that's going to come in 9mm as well as 45 ACP. Now, while there's always new A's that are going to get announced, this is something just a little bit different. We've got the Double Star ARP7 pistol. This AR pattern pistol is going to come chambered in 5.56 NATO or 300 blackout or 9mm. Something interesting about the 9mm is that it's going to feature Colt style stick magazines. I'm assuming they're talking about single stack mags, and they've got a 7.5-inch barrel with a heavy profile and a big timber brake on it. Prices are going to vary from $12.99 for the 5.56 model to $15.99 for the 9mm model. It says it's got a billet strong arm pistol brace, and it should be kind of an interesting kind of setup. We're also looking at a short accessory rail that uses M-LOK attachment points on it too. So that is the Double Star ARP7 pistol. Okay, guys, so that wraps it up. So thanks for watching our part 2. We may have a part 3 in the works here coming up shortly, and you can check out the channel Travis P11 over on YouTube, as well as gunchannels.com. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.